Welcome everybody back to the Built Different Show. So this is episode number 4 of our Built Different Show as part of the Built Different podcast, as part of our all sports segment of the show. So we got a lot going on. We got the NBA playoffs. MLB is in month 2. The NFL draft just happened, so we're starting to build up hype for the NFL season. So sports is in a really good spot. How you doing, Matt? I'm here with Matt.
That's me,
I'm
guys.
Tom. This is Matt.
I'm
the
Matt.
Originals. We're back at it again.
OG shit.
How you doing?
I'm chilling. Same old shit. Nothing new here.
So, on this episode, it's going to be very simple. We're going to get right into the playoffs and talking about the playoffs. We're going to talk a little NFL, a little MLB, but the whole first round just concluded.
Yeah, finally.
An entertaining first round, to say the least. A lot of series went deep. I think there was only one series, a couple series that were over quick, and you'd be surprised to see that the Suns were one of the teams that got put away as quick as they did.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Suns, the Suns, they get swept. They get swept by Anthony Edwards doing the DX chop. Someone said it on Twitter, and I'll say this real quick about the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards is great because he's the only guy that can make me like Rudy Gobert. And actually root for Rudy Gobert to win something.
I can agree on that.
Because it's fuck Rudy Gobert still.
To this day.
I think they got something good going over there in Minnesota. But my biggest question is, what do you think is next for the Suns? That's
a good question.
They got a disgusting Bradley Beal contract.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So
he has a no-trade clause.
Beal... Well, see, wait. When you get traded, because he accepted the trade. When you get traded while having a no-trade clause, is that there denounce the no-trade clause from there on out? Or do you still have the no-trade clause?
No. So, with having the no-trade clause, you get presented with the trade.
No, I know.
You have to say yes or no.
But
through the whole contract.
Through the whole contract. That's why, because I was going to say, once that first trade happens that you accept, does it denounce it from there on out? Okay, so no. Yeah, he has a no-trade clause, getting paid over $50 million a year.
And I hate to say I told everybody this. I told Sam.
I don't want to hear shit. Everyone on this podcast, you and V-Man, it was before Sin got here, I was making a big deal about how he took the big bag and they put the new trade clause on it, and that he was gonna, you two were saying I'm overdoing it and it's not as big of a deal. And I said he's gonna really get traded, he's gonna fuck over the Wizards, get out of there in a year, which is exactly what happened, and then go to a team and then weigh that team down and use that no trade clause for there on out. I said this and everyone was like, it's not that deep. And I'm like, what?
Well, because I didn't think it was that. I didn't think they were going to go in and get swept.
We got proof.
Listen, I'll say this. As much as of all the Bradley Beal hating I've done, I did not think it would get this bad to the point where he was going to be very ineffective. He was straight up ineffective. He was not playing good defense, not playing good offense. He was destroying play after play after play. And I mean, I was spot on. I don't think we had the podcast then, but I did say when he got that contract extension with Washington that he was just going to get his money and fade off.
We had the podcast on.
We did,
and that's what I'm saying. Right when it happened, I talked
the trade.
about it.
You were talking about the trade.
No, but it happened when the extension happened.
Oh, yeah.
I talked about it, and V-Man was on here saying it's not that deep, and then you were like, "Yeah, I don't know." It's crazy, but I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Well,
they're going to go through a rebuild, and I'm like, then why do you pay this man $50 million a year?
And my point to all that is, I didn't think he was going to get traded.
Yeah, all that was happening while we was doing this. I remember this.
I didn't think he was going to get traded somewhere where he was going to be of importance. I thought that contract.
He would have waived the no trade clause if it wasn't of importance.
He was averaging 30 points a game, but it was probably one of the worst 30-point seasons ever.
Yeah.
I just never respected Bradley Beal, and I thought that when he got the max, it was kind of just okay, so what? He's getting his bag. He's going to die in Washington, or he's going to get it traded somewhere where it's not really going to fucking matter. I called it.
I didn't call that he was going to be done for Chris Paul, but I called this was going to happen.
But I mean, at the same time, here's what I hate about the Suns, right?
2 years later.
You had Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and Devin Booker. Now I get it. Chris Paul was declining, and he has been declining, but you kind of gave up DeAndre Ayton, you gave up Monty, and you gave up Chris Paul so that you can get Bradley Beal. That's what it really looks like right now. That's
given how Monty was in with the Pistons this year. Didn't look great anyway.
For sure.
His decision-making was quite questionable.
But his coaching style is good for a team when they're, like, not finals contenders, but, like, when they're there. Like, if you give him a good team, he'll make it work, and he's shown that many times before. I think Detroit was kind of like, okay, well, you guys are throwing way too much money at me. So let's
the bet. Yeah, but Sun really took a dude with crazy potential, Jaden Ivey, and just didn't play him the whole first half of the year, dude. That got me sick because Jaden Ivey's a great player. Gave him minutes in the second half, but he was really starting Killian Hayes over him, which was getting me sick. Anyway, but yeah, no, Phoenix is cooked right now, bro.
And when are they ever going to win a championship?
Because never. KD is about to ask out within 2 months. I'm saying that. Devin Booker might ask out if KD asks out. You ain't getting rid of Beal. So that's it.
Yo, Beal's about to be the best Suns player next year. I don't know. I don't think he's better than Grayson Allen, but
oh fuck,
bro! I'm not big on Beal. Like,
but damn, Grayson Allen.
It's just
Grayson Allen's great as that fifth best player.
Yeah,
he's not going to be a good first best player.
But with the Suns, I mean, the clock is ticking for Kevin Durant. So I mean, almost at this point, if you look at this team, either this team is going to stick together. Like, here's your option.
Either they're sticking together or they're all going everywhere.
Yeah, and that's the position that the Suns are in. It's either you keep this team together and their owner wants to jump out and say, 26 other teams would trade everything they have for this. Would they really? Would they really get a Devin Booker that doesn't know when to wake up motivated or not? And that's the thing that I think holds the Suns back the most. Is that, okay, did he drop 49 points, 47, whatever it was, in Game 4? Yeah, but where were you the first 3 games? Third game was okay, but the first 2 games were trash. You're kind of the reason.
Kevin Durant was also trash 2 of those games too, though. So
but I mean, like, with Kevin Durant, like, I don't think it's his team. I think it's Devin Booker's team. Kevin Durant was just solid all year long.
Averaging 27 on a 50-40-88 splits is pretty.
I know, but, like, the guy has to be Devin Booker in this thing.
All right, but with KD there putting up 27 points, Devin Booker was taking the back seat and putting up, 25 and 8? Instead of his 28 and 3.
But that's what I'm saying. And that's only because.
But Devin he needed Booker, to do that because Beal couldn't be the facilitator on that team.
I mean, Beal averaged like 18
so if Booker stayed doing what he was doing, there's going to be no facilitator, and there's just going to be straight ISO ball all around. Somebody needed to play make, and they had no one. So
and
Booker
Frank
had to
wanted
take
a point guard on his team.
Yeah,
and I think he came out with that comment and saved his job.
If there was a point guard on that team instead of Beal or just alongside all of them, I think it would have been much better because Booker could have been himself. Instead, because Booker, Booker plays on the ball, but when Chris Paul was there, Booker was really good at off ball.
When the Suns got rid of Chris Paul, what'd they get back?
Beal. That's what I said, bro.
Ew, brother.
Bro, it's just like to me, bro. Booker can really be a good on-ball player, but he's a fantastic off-ball player.
Yeah.
Fantastic off-ball player. So when you're just putting the ball in his hands, it's limiting his own offense, even though he has the ball, just because he's great cutting around screens, sliding in between spots, going backdoor. He's great on all that type of shit. So when you just limit half his offense and then make him just be a facilitator, it's tough.
That's fair.
I think they needed a point guard. So if anything, which this isn't going to happen because Beal's going to waive that, give up Beal for a point guard, but it's not happening. It's not happening. So that team's fucked.
Hey, I would hit up Miami. And
Free Book.
I would just hit up Miami. I don't think you'd get a point guard back, but I would hit up Miami. Be like, hey, yo, Bradley Beal wanted to be there before. You guys wanted him too, but he chose us.
The only person they're taking would be KD.
Yeah. But either way, what's next for the Suns? Like, what do you even do here?
Bro, like I just said, bro, I'm getting rid of... I'm blowing this up, bro. Just because, like... First round exit.
Because I think any team in the league would want Devin Booker. Besides, there's teams out there that already have their rosters, filled out. Those are the only teams that wouldn't. But any other team would take, like, the fucking Pistons would take Devin Booker.
To me, bro, first off, Booker, do not go to the Pistons, brother.
That might be good.
Booker, they are not ready. They are not ready. Do not go there yet. And given I love the Pistons, but they are not
Big
ready.
Bomb coming to New York, my friend.
You heard Sin. He don't fuck with that at all.
I don't care. I'll defend that. Like, Devin Booker in a Knicks jersey would be wonderful.
We give up all the depth, though.
No, if we keep the right guys around him.
Okay. But anyway, give Randall up for him.
That's what I'm saying, Randall.
What was I going to say? Booker's the only real asset on the Suns right now.
Yeah.
Because, KD's KD, but he's also 35.
Yeah, I really don't know.
It's just how much you going to get back for him. You gave up too much for him.
I don't know. I think, like, if we're in the offseason and the Suns say KD's available and one team jumps up as the favorite.
There's always going to be one throwing a random bag for him.
Another team is like, hey, I don't want that team to get him. And then all of a sudden you got all these teams jumping in there. I think they can get their fair share back, but they don't have a first. I don't think
they should be.
They don't have a first till like 2029 or 2031, something second. Crazy.
I don't have a first or second.
They have to blow it up. You can't go back. This team is not going to win. Unless Bradley Beal has a second wind in his career, I think it's done. I mean...
Bro, his second wind was those 30-point... Or no, his second win was when Russ got there. That was his second win.
That's crazy.
That was his second win. He's far removed from that second win.
And the thing that like really sucks about the whole thing is that KD's legacy is still on the clock here, because if you don't win like kind of organically, that's kind of it. But KD to the Lakers?
No, I'm good.
What if he goes back to the Thunder though?
The Thunder and Warriors have been rumors.
Yeah, Thunder, KD, I can see it. I can definitely see it. But this isn't working.
What do they give up?
Not a lot. I mean, they have a lot of firsts though.
Giddy 3 firsts.
So that's another thing, and we're gonna get to the Thunder later. But like, they can get whoever. The scary part about it is the Thunder.
Giddy 3 firsts.
Damn.
3 firsts might be a lot.
And the weird ass Suns would take Giddy. Promise you that.
Yeah, they would.
But I don't know, man. Like they
got different laws out there. No.
And I don't know. Like, I mean, I liked that what they did with this team, given everything that they forced themselves into a corner after getting Beal. I think
forced themselves into a corner, and then in the preseason and offseason, they were getting guys. You know, they got Eric Gordon. They got just like a decent amount of role players. Grayson Allen within that Ayton trade.
I feel like DeAndre Ayton would have been great on this team too.
Yeah, like I didn't like Nurkic, and I was saying this in the beginning of the year, and people were also calling me just hating on Nurkic, bro. Nurkic sucks on defense, bro. Yeah. He's always sucked on defense. It's never been a thing where he's been okay on defense. No, he's always been bad. He's just been a big body. And I was saying that, and I was getting called over hating on him. So fuck all that. He sucks. He sucks.
Is he better than Grayson Allen?
No.
Grayson Allen, the third best player in the Suns. Let's go.
Outrageous.
All right, so the Heat, they got smacked up by the Celtics. They did win a game. You're probably going to hear me go off because Jimmy Butler made some comments that I don't like recently. But the Heat, they get smoked.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
They get smoked by the Celtics, and Jimmy Butler said that if he was on the floor, the Celtics would be at home, and for whatever reason...
It literally has nothing to do with the Knicks. The Knicks would be sitting at fucking home, too. How? How would have you being on the floor affected the Knicks at all?
Because you were...
In this series or the next series?
He was in the fucking playing games, man. Jimmy Butler was there, but...
Bro, I don't want to hear shit, bro. Fuck all of that.
Yeah, so with my main question, what's next for the Heat, I just want to say, fuck those comments. I think if Jimmy Butler was there, I still think the Celtics win. I respect the Heat. I have no choice to because I've been against them for so long. At this point, it's just like, fuck it, they're the Heat. But I don't think they are a championship team. They have not been a championship team the past several years. I don't want to say they got lucky, but they've picked up on the unfortunate lackluster superstars that we have in Joel Embiid and Jason Tatum and taking advantage of all that. And they've gotten themselves to the finals on 2 really good runs, but as you can see, they weren't even close to a championship once they got there either time. So, I don't know. What's next for the Heat? I think they either got to simp out for some superstars, I guess, or they got to break this up because every playoffs what you get is, and this one, you know, it is what it is, but Tyler Hero didn't show up in this one.
Last year he was hurt.
And then the one before that, Bam doesn't show up. And it's just, you always get one of these two not showing up.
I think
Jimmy Butler is just broken all fucking year long. I think he's old now at this point. There's a good chance he's not going to be fully healthy like ever again because of what he's given to this team.
Get that bubble out, big dog, real quick. Yeah. There we go.
But overall, I mean, this is another team that I feel like they really got to look at breaking this up.
Yeah. I think you try your hardest to keep Bam in town. Because I personally like Bam. Great, top 4 or 5 defensive player in the league. Good job. And his offense has just improved every year. And yeah, I think, Hero, get what you can for him. Maybe 2 firsts, maybe a young guy in 1 first, something of that sort. And then just try to dump Jimmy somewhere, bro. Because you guys can develop. That's still something you guys are really great at.
Salute to Jimmy Butler and everything that he
brought you
did.
to 2 finals, but...
One of the best playoff players ever to not win a ring, but
we good on him, brother.
I don't know, and it's his ego too. Now that he got one, that comment was just so. Oh, if I was there, well, get your ass on the court then. He's
always had ego, but I feel like last year's playoff run
really did it.
Really amped that shit up a lot, and then again, regular season this year. Coasted with the whole team, just like they do every regular season, and then failed to be healthy when the team failed to be healthy when it mattered, and then they just didn't make it past the first round again, and then he wasn't healthy in the first round. So it's just you can only be cocky when you're doing the work.
Yeah.
You can't be cocky when you're sitting at home right now, bro. It's just like relax.
Just a random trade that the Knicks caught.
It's so crazy, bro. It's just uncalled for, bro. It was just uncalled for.
God damn, let the Knicks be fucking happy, man. You had no...
Yeah, do you see the energy in New York City right now, bro? Let them be great, bro.
You had nothing to do with that. Why would the Knicks be home if you were healthy? If you were healthy, the Knicks would just be another series gotta worry about Jimmy Butler, and it would just affect them against the Sixers. I don't know.
He's saying if for him, they would have beat the Sixers in the play-in, but it's just like, you lost.
Wasn't he healthy for that?
I could have swore. So that's why I don't get it, bro. That's why his mental math isn't mathing with me, bro. It's not mathing with me. I don't get what he's getting at, bro.
But then that would invalidate the other... Yeah, he was healthy.
Yeah, that's why I don't get it, bro. I know he was healthy. It just doesn't make sense at all. I don't get what he was trying to say in that.
Hold on.
Yeah, he played 39 minutes and scored 19 points on 5 for 18 shooting.
Right.
Please fuck off, Jimmy. You could have beat them and gone. You could have beat the 76ers and got in the series you wanted against the Knicks. But you suck.
So
you shot 5 for 18. Suck a dick. Please.
Damn.
Sorry.
So the 70s...
He's just annoying, bro. He's weird. He's very weird. Jimmy's very weird, bro. He's a weird human being. Stop changing your styles every fucking... media day too, bro. Bro, it's weird, bro. The dreads, then goth Jimmy last year is weird, bro. You're a weird dude. Stop it,
man. And I think the thing that with that is that if the Knicks did the 76ers, the 76ers they're a decently good team. They gave the Knicks whatever they fucking could. I just think the Knicks were just better. I feel like
I think the Knicks were just
the Knicks
better,
would have fucking trounced the Heat.
Yeah, bro, I think the Knicks are just a better team, bro. It's just, that's all it is.
Because they would have cut Tyler Hero away from the whole fucking situation. Bam would have been locked down by Mitchell.
And realistically, there wouldn't... That's also the thing with the 76ers. The 76ers had that guy, either whether it was Maxey or Embiid, to go fucking point for point with Jalen Brunson. They had either Embiid or Maxey on either of the nights to go point for point with Brunson. The fucking Heat didn't have that guy, bro.
Yeah.
They would not have had that guy to go point for point with Jalen Brunson.
And even if they did, if Jimmy Butler would have went off, Joel Embiid went off, and the Knicks were just fine. Tyrese Maxey went off.
He was injured. I don't know. If they had beat the 76ers, they only lost by 1 point. If they had beat the 76ers in the play-in game, Jimmy still got hurt that game.
Yeah.
He still didn't play the next play-in game. So they still would have been.
Knicks would have got an easy.
They still would have been without Jimmy against the Knicks. The Knicks would have fucking cooked them because it would have just been Tyler Hero and Bam really trying to go point for point with Jalen Brunson every game. They would have got fucking fried, bro. I don't. The Heat just make no sense, and I've been a Heat a fan of the Heat culture over the last few years, and I've been the one saying, no, they're going to make the playoffs whenever this guy was like, they're done. But I've always been the guy like, bro, don't count them out. But, bro, it's just like you're making yourself a villain, and it's cool to be the villain role, but you suck, bro. Like, you're...
Yeah, but don't be like, this is like very, something like Dylan Brooks would say.
Yeah, bro, it's just like, bro, like... You're not Kobe being the villain. You're not LeBron being a villain. You're Jimmy Butler, bro. Relax. Yeah. No, be in your own lane.
Sorry. Like I said, like literally, if Jason Tatum or Joel Embiid would have just showed up, then we wouldn't have this tale of fucking Jimmy Butler. But all right, so what about the Milwaukee Bucks? So the Milwaukee Bucks,
super unfortunate.
What a fucking season. You come into the season after getting Damian Lillard. You got a rejuvenated Giannis who's happy to be there again. And you got the whole team. You got Brook Lopez coming off of one of the best seasons of his whole career.
He shit the bed the whole
Bobby
first half of the
Portis,
season.
he was a 6th Man of the Year candidate. You know, you had everything to look forward to. You start off decently. And then you fire your rookie head coach. Doc Rivers comes in. Giannis goes down. Lillard goes down. Portis gets ejected in the series. This was bad. This was worst case scenario for the Bucks.
Were the Bucks a top 3 seed in their conference? Yeah. Was this a bad season for the Bucks? 100%.
Because
this is now 2 years in a row where they're a first round exit.
And if you look at it, getting the Pacers and then the Knicks before the Celtics would have been anybody's fucking dream. I'm not gonna lie.
If you didn't have to face the Celtics in either of the first 2 rounds, that's quite ideal.
And you're not even facing the Sixers or the Cavs or nothing. You're just gonna be
it would have been quite ideal. And given, do I feel like the Knicks are the second best team in the West? Health given, I was saying that towards the end of the season. So, but I still think the Bucks, they didn't have Giannis. Unfortunate. And then Dame went down. Unfortunate, but clock's ticking on Dame. And then, Giannis, his clock's ticking on his patience for even wanting to be in Milwaukee. Yeah. And so it's just like, time might be running thin for them. I don't know. If I'm a GM, I'm trying my hardest to make Giannis happy. But if I'm Giannis, I might think about asking out.
Yeah, because realistically, if you think about it, we're going to go into next year, right? The 76ers are going to be healthy. Their GM's probably going to be on a warpath this year to finally get Embiid to where he wants to be. The Celtics,
they have an open cap sheet too, because they're off Tobias Harris, they're off of a couple others, and so they just literally have to re-sign Maxey, and then they'll have the open cap sheet.
And Maxey and Embiid's a wonderful start to a roster. The Celtics, depending on what happens there, they're probably going to be back with the same team. They're all extended besides Tatum, but Tatum still has...
Did Kristaps get an extension?
I think he has a couple years.
Could have swore he was...
Either which way, they're probably going to come...
might be off, though.
They're probably going to come back. I think he signed the extension at the beginning of the year. But...
I don't believe so.
I don't know, man, because one, are they going to be healthy when it matters? And then if they are healthy, is Doc Rivers going to call plays when it matters? And then even if that happens, is Giannis going to choke under the spotlight, or is Dame going to choke under the spotlight? So it's a lot, and you invested a lot into this.
Yeah, I don't like the bleak future. Their bench is still real iffy. Yeah, Andre Jackson, good little defensive player for them. They still got Marshawn Beauchamp off the bench. But bro, it's just like Brook Lopez getting older. Fucking Chris Middleton getting older. Dame getting older. It's just like...
Middleton put everything into scoring 40 points in one game.
Yeah, 42, 46. I don't remember what it was. But he put it all into that, and then his chakra was empty, if you guys know chakra, bro. It's just... if you guys know Naruto, his chakra bank was empty, bro. It's just... That's all it was, bro.
That's fair. Fair.
Fuck that.
All right. So that's... We don't really care what's next for the 76ers, because if... We already know. We know that Embiid and Maxey are coming back. Harris is gone.
Hopefully Embiid comes back. Like you guys were saying, he might just hate basketball at this point.
Yeah, because
you guys were saying last episode, he might just be at the point where he hates basketball.
He's catching all the flack from the media, but I'll give him his props what a hell of a year before he got hurt. He was probably the MVP if he didn't get hurt.
He was clear cut the MVP.
He was fucking cashing everything this year.
And then comes back and just, was he turning into a dirty Embiid? Sure. But was he also offensively just
his knee was
trying
destroyed.
Everything in his power? Yeah.
If I'm him, I'm going on vacate for like 2 months before I even lift a fucking basketball again. He needs something therapeutic because he got Bell's palsy. His knee where his incision was all bloody and he was walking all crooked, and I don't want to see that for him again. Honestly, I want to just see a healthy Embiid get to the playoffs, you know. Yeah,
it was just
But he hasn't been to the Eastern Conference Finals yet, and I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, they're going to have to put like a nice roster around him where he can fucking take breaks. Cause
I was real shocked you didn't even, because when you put that post up, I was like, you didn't know that?
No. I thought this whole so I made a post on Facebook talking about how Embiid, hasn't made the Eastern Conference Finals, and I was shocked. I thought he made it once.
That's been the big story around him. He's never made it out the second round.
And that's just crazy, man. Get it done. But now he's 30, so the clock's ticking because he has a very hurt, decrepit body. Wrong word, baby.
He had a hurt, decrepit body before he even got into the fucking... played his first NBA game.
Yeah.
He was out 2 years.
So why don't you enlighten us? Why don't you go off? Because I have a feeling you got a lot to say. Who's to blame for the Lakers' loss?
I'm going to be real. If that series was against anyone other than the Nuggets in the Western Conference, with how LeBron and AD played, I think they would have probably beat anybody, bro. It's just like, did AD, kind of die out in those fourth quarters a little bit? But LeBron really powered through those fourth quarters and uplifted the team. But it's just like, our every third to 10th best man, bro, they just shit the bed. And given Austin Reeves was putting up his points, but some nights his percentages were looking bad. D'Lo shit the fucking bed.
And it sucks because those are guys that you really need on the offensive end. Because defensively, they're not giving you nothing
Right. Austin Reeves is a hustle guy, but defensively, he's not amazing. D'Lo isn't
a wet paper bag.
Yeah, he's not a good defensive player. He showed his spurts this year, and then like offensively, D'Lo ended the season really fucking good. So I thought, oh wait, maybe
we're going into Denver with some shit.
We might have an actual third option. No, we didn't. We didn't have a third option, and it was tough. And then obviously Darvin Ham's just really good with hands in the pocket.
Yeah,
looking around. And so I don't know. It's a team game at the end of the day. And so the blame is on everybody, but at this point, other years I can't put the blame on LeBron or AD. This series, they played phenomenally. Yeah, LeBron missed that game, the game winner in the third game or second game or whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. But bro, he also scored the prior 12 points before that. So for the team, so like I can't say anything negative about AD or LeBron. So I say everyone fucking else, realistically.
So I got two.
Which sucks.
I got 2 points here. Who's to blame for the Lakers' loss? And as corny as it sounds, I think it's the Nuggets that beat them.
That's also, like I said, if they were going against anyone else, I think they would have won because of how LeBron and AD were playing. It's just the Nuggets, bro.
Now, the thing about the Nuggets is one of the biggest ways they beat you is they let you beat yourself. They exploit your weakness. And in this series, what they exploited was the fact that the Lakers weren't getting any help past AD and LeBron. So, it was a masterclass from the Nuggets. But at the same time, I do feel like Darvin Ham deserves a lot of the blame.
Yeah.
I agree with Charles Barkley to an extent about Darvin Ham being a good coach. I just don't think he, as a rookie coach, should have been put on this Lakers team. And then on the other end, Frank Vogel, I do think that's the Suns players' fault more than it is fucking Frank Vogel. Because what else can you really do? Like, you just got a bunch of guys that can shoot. Like, this is the team you gave me. I don't really... Like,
at least
everyone stands around and then moves the ball.
Darvin Ham had this whole team, or had this team last year, and then this year he was with the front office making decisions. Frank Vogel here you go, bud. You're hired, pal. And then gave
here's
him
a log jam.
and so like
figure out a way to make these guys.
At least
move.
like the front office and Darvin Ham were communicating about changes for this team over the offseason.
We go to the last game, right? Game 5. And he ran out of timeouts with 40 seconds left to play. It's like shit like this. Like it's coming down to the wire, and you only have one timeout with 40 seconds left. I don't care about the AD challenge, none of that. I just think it's pathetic. And like we said, hands in the pockets. Many players said that they didn't like the rotations that he was making. Shit, I didn't like the rotations that he was making. And again, it's like, I do think Darvin Ham is a good coach. It's just, I don't think he was ready to run a LeBron team. And maybe it's LeBron's fault. Maybe there's a third point to make here that it is LeBron's fault because he has this tendency not to let things happen. He likes to get his hands way too much involved.
I mean, also, I've been saying that to the GM LeBron is the thing that ruined the Lakers.
Yeah.
But it was 3 years ago. When they got Russ.
Of course, and they won and the Lakers won a championship.
Because like 4 years
ago.
No
matter what, this LeBron Lakers run is successful because he won one.
But at the end of the day, for me, it's just like, GM LeBron is the thing that ruined us because we went and got Russ when we shouldn't have never got Russ. Me as a person who just watches the NBA, sat here, got the notification, and said that is never going to work. Russ next to LeBron.
Yeah.
They play too similarly at two different sizes and positions to be coinciding on the court together. And Russ is just a way worse shooter than LeBron. And LeBron isn't even a fantastic shooter. So it can never work with Russ trying to play off the ball in the corner. So for me to freaking know that, and these guys are getting paid millions and millions, and LeBron's getting paid billions of dollars, and they think that's a good idea, and you trade all your depth for that, it's just, that's what really ruined the Lakers, having no consistency in roster from year to year, and then having no continuity and chemistry between the players
GM
year to
had
year.
To pull rabbits. Like, when y'all had Russ, everyone thought it was over. When y'all, it felt like y'all weren't going to trade Russ for nothing, and then all of a sudden...
Palinka went crazy last year. And somehow got, D-Lo and fucking all these guys, Rui and fucking Vanderbilt and all these guys, and we're like, oh shit. Whoa.
LeBron's alive.
Then we made it to the conference finals, and we're like, whoa. Then this offseason, Palinka went crazy. Brought in Gabe Vincent, brought in freaking Cam Reddish, and it looked, they don't look good now.
I know, it looks terrible.
But in the time, that looked really good, and it's just, it's shit to bed. We brought back Reeves on a great contract, because people were thinking about offering him, fucking 4 years, fucking $80 million, and we're like, whoa, and we were able to get him back on a much, 3 years, much cheaper deal. Don't remember what it was, 3 years, 50 or something like that, but still, it's just GM LeBron, ruined it the whole future, but currently right now, Palinka's fault, man. Palinka just... Or not Palinka, fucking Ham.
Darvin Ham, so let's look ahead then. Quick, the Clippers lost too. I'm not going to mention the Magic because I think we kind of expected them to lose, even though they did make it 7.
Yo, shout out Paulo.
Yeah.
Shout out Paulo.
He's going to be huge. He's going to be huge. I mean, Franz went 1 for 20-something today 15, or whatever. It felt terrible.
Franz had a very bad showing,
but I thought that whole
still
series was terrible. And we're going to talk about the Cavs in a moment, but I think that was a very bad series for the Cavs.
Do I love 7-game series? Yeah. That was a terrible 7-game series. I was not a fan of how the game was being played on either side of the ball for either teams. But, this Magic team, I fuck with it. Shout out Paulo. Shout out Suggs. Just shout out the squad, all right? You on the up.
And then the Pelicans we won't talk about because that just sucks.
Yeah, Zion
There's nothing,
wasn't there. And
Ingram and McCollum, I think at this point, they're just not guys that are ever going to get it done. You need Zion there and you need to make him big plays. That's going to be the big theme for the Pelicans. Unless they just fuck around and trade him this year.
But the Clippers...
I don't know.
What's next?
Clippers, I think,
first round exit. Kawhi hurt again.
People, including us,
all right,
need to stop believing in these guys. By these guys...
Again.
No, hold on.
Again.
Hold on. No.
If they stay healthy, I'm like, they're never going to stay healthy.
I know, but I was with you. But halfway through the year, we were both like, the Clippers, Kawhi.
Yeah.
We fell for it again. Everybody did. But I don't mean these guys as in the Clippers, because I think the Clippers will put a roster together one day. Maybe if it's 20 years from now.
Every year they put a good roster together, bro, and it's just...
I am talking about those guys as in James Harden, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook. And Westbrook, granted, he was off the bench, whatever, you can say whatever you want. But mainly guys like James Harden and Paul George, at this point, they're not going to get it done. And I mean, I get it. Kawhi got hurt. That kind of threw the whole series out the trash. But this team is supposed to be built to be a team that can get it done when Kawhi gets hurt.
Right.
If Kawhi gets hurt. Like, this team was deep. They had all these players. But, man, dude, Paul George and James Harden, I kind of just want to throw them away. Like, I'm pretty sure their career is done unless James Harden goes and bandwagons to a team that's completely filled out, which I don't know if teams are going to even take him anymore. And then Paul George, I just don't know, because Paul George is still one of those guys that, for whatever reason, teams are expecting to have a big role on their team. So whatever team gets him next, they're going to be giving him that money. He's not going to not have a max contract, I don't think. He's a free agent. I think he's going to get a max deal.
Right.
Like, that's just... And that's what I'm saying. So whatever team he goes to, I promise you they're not going to win a championship. Paul George's best days are way behind him. Him and James Harden had a chance here to do something against the Mavericks. I don't care what anyone tells me.
Who's a free agent? Paul George?
Yeah.
Could have swore he signed an extension. Oh, no, Kawhi signed the extension. Yeah. Kawhi signed the extension.
So I don't care what anyone tells me. Whatever team that Paul George goes to, you can cross him out. It's done.
Bro, yeah, I think it's done for all three of them.
And honestly, it might even be done for Kawhi.
No, it is done for Kawhi too, but Kawhi already got his.
Yeah.
So that's why, it's okay to be done for Kawhi. Because Kawhi will never have a healthy season again.
And when he does, he'll just break down at the end of the year.
But that's what I'm saying. He will never have a healthy season again to where he can make a playoff run. He never will. And it's okay, because he got his. 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs,
at
he got his. Time. But Russ, fucking games 2 through 5, he shot 4 for 32.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? And then, fucking James Harden.
And this
shit in the fucking bed.
You see the 4 for 32, but how good he did game 1 with Kawhi on the court?
Yeah.
My thing is Tyronn Lue is pretty overrated. I'm saying it.
I've been saying that. Yeah. Oh my god, I've been saying this, bro. Oh, he's a championship coach. He's got the championship DNA.
All he did was call good timeouts for LeBron.
Yeah, he got the championship DNA. He literally was the coach they just sent to LeBron when he ran David Blatt out, bro.
Like, when Kawhi was gone, I think if there was a good coach in there, like if Nick Nurse was the coach of the
I hate that they're saying that Lakers might get Tyronn Lue. No, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If the Clippers would have had a good coach, like I would even say Mike Budenholzer, if he was the coach of the Clippers, he would have made something work. Because I don't know, like you have all this talent after Kawhi.
How much can you make work?
But
once
Kawhi
your
goes
best
down,
down, bro.
Yeah, but Kawhi went down, and this team's supposed to be built for it. They have a lot of talent. They have a 1 through 5 that still should be a good 1 through 5 without Kawhi. But oh well, they're done. As usual.
I think
we are not going to believe in you guys next year.
They're just at this point. They're too aging to where they're too aging, so they need to just have a great restart. Trade everybody, get picks for it, get whatever you can for it, and just restart.
All right, so real quick, we'll look ahead to what's next. The Nuggets and the Wolves. The Wolves have already picked up a game. Anthony Edwards. So I think what the Nuggets are trying to do. So the Nuggets, like I said, their best attribute is that they try to make you beat yourselves. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make Anthony Edwards choke. I don't think it's happening.
Ant's that fucking guy, bro.
Because they left Anthony Edwards breathing on so many occasions. Because he got 40 points that game?
He got 43.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, it's just...
So that series is going to be fun because we could either see the breakdown of Kat and Rudy Gobert or... we'll see them get through, and if they get through the Nuggets, I mean,
if they get through
Thunder
the
and
Nuggets,
Mavs, I don't know if they could beat the Wolves, brother.
Honestly,
a win versus the Nuggets kind of, for me, it might crown the Timberwolves, man. I think that would be the only chance the Celtics win a ring.
If the Wolves get past the Nuggets, I could see any one of the next 3 winning. I could see any one of them winning. But beating the Nuggets. Yeah, that's something.
And listen,
bro. That'll be something. But the double big man thing might be the thing that does it. So
I was trying to say, like, because on the Jazz, Rudy Gobert sucked because all you had to do was bring in like a Maxi Kleber. And Rudy Gobert was dead in the water because he can't guard the three. But now you have Cat's never really been good at guarding the three, but if you have a dedicated big man that can do that and let Rudy Gobert lock down the inside still, it's very hard to score on the Timberwolves, bro.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Like, the Suns were struggling so hard to score against this team, and it's just loaded with nothing but scorers. You would think
if anyone
dogs would have their day.
Score, it would be them, bro.
You would think dogs would have their day. But unfortunately, I mean, I think the Nuggets have their hands full. And we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying the Nuggets are out. I'm not.
Count them out.
I'm not even saying that I have the Timberwolves winning this series, but they had a very much of a statement game one, and it was in Denver, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in Denver.
Game one.
It was in Denver. Jokic did put up his numbers, though. Jokic put up a good 32, 8, and 9, but Murray struggled. Porter Jr. did his thing, but everyone else struggled. And then Ant just had a fucking ball, 43.
So what's your prediction? This is crazy.
I got Nuggets in 6.
I got the Nuggets in 7. I think it'll be a really good back and forth series. I don't know. You see a team like the Nuggets. I mean, maybe they got lucky with the path that they got last year, maybe, but I think they're a championship team now. I think they'll overcome this.
Yeah, I think they will too. But also,
because they're still healthy.
The Wolves won this game with Jaden McDaniels having 0 points, over 7 from the field. Like,
Anthony Edwards is that guy. Like, literally, and I'm so glad we were on that bandwagon because, like,
literally, fucking
before Team USA.
Find the
Before
clips.
Team USA, we were like,
Team USA,
man.
I said Ant's going to be a top 10 player after this season. Put money on it. And, man, he's making a strong case for that. So, if he's not top 10, he's top 12.
So the next one that we got in the West is Thunder Mavs. That should be a good, cool little series between... I think the MVP, unless they really are elevating Jokic's season, I think the MVP comes down to Shea, comes down to Luka, and we get a playoff matchup between the two. And I'll give you a prediction right now. I got the Mavs in 6.
Whoa.
Listen, man.
Whoa.
Here's why I'm drinking the juice.
Whoa.
So the Mavericks just had a hell of a series against the Clippers.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
It's crazy because I know the Thunder should win this, right? I think Jason Kidd is going to put on a masterclass defense against Shea. I'm not saying Shea's going to, average 20 points a game. He'll probably still get his 30, but it'll be a hard-fought 30. What I've saw from Kyrie, Kyrie is absolutely locked in, and we know what a playoff Kyrie can do. If he's consistent throughout, and I mean, Luka was feeling bad about his performance while putting up 28, 10, and 10. Jason Kidd is putting on a masterclass of coaching this year. Mm-hmm. There's so many games that they won because of his calls down the line, whether it was on the defense, whether it was on offense. And I think this is going to continue. I think the Mavs are going to get the upset victory here because when it comes down to the Thunder, they're still inexperienced, 1. And 2, they just had an easy matchup against the Pelicans. And I don't like, in a playoff series that's this sweaty in the second round, I don't like the teams that come off of beating easier opponents.
No, I respect that. And I am a Luka over Shea guy 100%.
That team is just all around.
And
they're
for
hitting.
MVP, I mean, obviously Luka in a top 10 list is higher than Shea. But I'm saying for MVP this year, I'm a Luka over Shea guy. But damn, especially because Maxi Kleber just went out. He's out for the series, I'm pretty sure. Bro, he's still something. He put up 15 in that closeout game.
Yeah.
It's just like, I was going to say Thunder 7, but I would love Mavericks 6.
And you know what I think?
I want Mavericks 6.
And if the Mavericks do get past this, I will say that I think they can beat the Nuggets or the T-Wolves as well. I'm drinking the Mavs tea that much. I think as long as Luka doesn't get hurt here, as long as Kyrie don't get hurt here, I think they are both locked in. And It's like a lot of people
but
said.
That's the thing too.
They're one of the best duos in the league.
Luka and
unstoppable.
Kyrie is disgusting.
It's unstoppable unless one of them just has their fucking thumbs in their ass.
Pause. I fell in love with the duo way more than I wanted to.
Kyrie's loving playing basketball again.
It's just like
he's
still, bro. There ain't no Batman and Robin on this team, bro. It's Superman and Batman, bro. Yeah. I love this duo. They're so good. Fuck it. I got Mavs in 7. Fuck it. I'm just switching a Mavs 7. Mavs 7,
let's
man.
go.
I love this team. And fuck it. Thunder are just too young.
This has the potential to be the best series in the whole playoffs.
I think this can... Yeah. I love basketball. No.
So Knicks Pacers.
I got Knicks in 6.
Big bug. I got Knicks in 5. Honestly,
I think they can squeak too. I think the Pacers can squeak too.
I could even see a sweep. I think the Pacers will. God. I think the Pacers will pick up a game off the Knicks just being absolutely tired in one of these games. But I think the Knicks completely outmatch the Pacers because the Pacers, when they run into teams that play good defense, they often struggle because they're a run and gun offense. And if they don't get to run on the floor, like for example, like in the in-season tournament, the Lakers completely basically shut them down because the Lakers defense at the time was just, if you're going to beat us, it's going to be on a lot of one-on-one matchups.
At that point, the Lakers' offense was dog shit, but their defense was phenomenal.
They slowed down the game, and the Pacers, they don't do good again. And the Knicks are literally the best at that, slowing down the game on the
But that's also the thing,
side.
too. The Knicks can slow that bitch down for you, but they can match they can match that speed when it's their offense.
And that's the thing. It's like if the Pacers get their way and it's going to be a fast, games of basketball, the Knicks can compete and they'll win games and it'll probably go 5 or 6.
I say Knicks 6.
If the Knicks are able to really manipulate the Pacers offense, like they were doing it a lot against Philly. I think they kind of lost steam at the end of that series, but in the beginning of that series, the way the Knicks were able to manipulate Philly a lot of the time, and the way OG just plays defense on whoever the hell he wants to, he probably doesn't even have, with how bad Tyrese Halliburton is doing shooting, he's probably not even going to have to guard Tyrese. You can just guard whoever's hot that night. If it's Siakam, okay, Siakam's fucked. Like if it's Miles Turner, okay.
And he knows how to play Siakam, bro. He guarded him in practice for 5 years, bro. He knows how to guard that motherfucker, bro.
I mean, Tyrese Halliburton has all the motivation in the world, so maybe we could see an upset. But
I just think, and given you guys know how much I love Tyrese Halliburton, bro. Fuck Wally Szczerbiak. I'll say that to the day I die, and I'll reverse it. But it's Jalen Brunson. We had this argument midway through the year, and I'll say I was wrong, bro. Jalen Brunson, bro, he's arguably, bro, a top of this, of the 21st century, top 10 playoff performer. I'll say that, bro. Just basing off this run. Bro, he's been fucking phenomenal. And Kevin, it's only one series. So I want to see him, go crazy these playoffs so I can actually cement that statement. But just based off that one series, man, he's looking phenomenal, and I could see him being a top 10 playoff performer.
And you have to also consider that the Pacers
it's fucking scary how he's playing.
Play terrible defense.
Yeah,
they're coached by Rick Carlisle, who I thought
he's just gonna have to watch out for Miles Turner, bro. Just in the paint, bro. That's all he's gonna have to watch out for. But he can get the midi, he can get the 3 on whoever the fuck is out there, bro. But I got Knicks in 6. He's got Knicks in 5. Yeah,
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Bing bong.
And like I said, if the Knicks, I think best case scenario, the Knicks need a sweep because they need some rest.
They need some rest.
Because if Tom Thibodeau, I don't know, man, he's scaring me because he's putting together like the closeout game against the Sixers. 6 people got most of the minutes. Miles McBride got 10 minutes. That's not going to be sustainable against the Celtics. That
overtime game, bro? 7 total players
I think if this series ends up being as easy as it seems, if the Knicks are dominating them through 2 games, Game 3, Game 4, I'm trying out Alec Burks. I'm getting his feet under him. But
don't let them get momentum and steal too, though.
Oh, no, of course. But I'm saying, what the Knicks need to do here is they need to get players that haven't been playing, they need to get their feet under them because the Celtics, it's going to take more than a rotation of 6, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Do I think the Knicks can beat the Celtics? Absolutely, but I don't think it'll get done if the Knicks are playing 6 players.
No, I see what
the
you're saying.
The Celtics are playing like 8 or 9, which they have.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Get other people's feet wet to get them into the motions to play the Celtics. Got you. I got you.
And that's it.
I got you. I agree.
Because you're going to have to throw a lot at the Celtics.
Yeah, I agree.
It's an Eastern Conference
and then
finals.
this next
Celtics
match,
and Cavs.
With how the Cavs just fucking played, I got Celtics in 5, bro. I got Celtics.
That series,
possibly 4. I got Celtics in 5.
If you're a fan, right? If you're a fan of the Cavs, are you happy about that? I mean, happy obviously that you survived, but
first playoff series win without LeBron.
You're
in
going
the 21st
against
century.
and Boston got all this rest because y'all wanted to fuck around because y'all had a 2-0 lead. And then for whatever reason, y'all forgot how to play basketball. And then the brights got too late for Jared Allen.
The brights got too late.
Or the lights got too bright for Jared Allen. And then Donovan Mitchell scores 50 and y'all lose. Like, I don't know. If I'm a Cavs fan, I'm sitting here just like...
It was a win given Magic are phenomenal defensively. It should not have taken that much.
Yeah.
Should not have taken a 7-game
And it sucks because the Cavs, they match up really well against the Celtics on paper. But, like, do you even believe that at this point?
When the trade was made for Donovan Mitchell, I was saying this team could possibly have won last year until we saw what happened. But there was injuries. This year, not as much injuries, especially as of late. That shouldn't have happened. That first round series should not have happened. Because they should have handled them in 5, gotten some fucking rest, and gone against the Celtics fully ready. Instead, you drag it to 7, and Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland looked like they didn't know how to play ball some of those games, and it was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird, bro.
And it sucks because, like I said, like the Celtics or the Cavs, they have a perfect team to face the Celtics. Like, you got a good point guard. The Celtics have been struggling against the point guard position this year. You got Darius Garland that can expose that. Donovan Mitchell is perfect because the Celtics struggle against the guy that can do it all on the court. You're not going to have Porzingis there, so Evan Mobley is going to, he's going to be able to do a little bit more offensively this series. And at the same time, Mobley can guard Tatum and Brown. He's out this whole series.
The whole series?
Supposed to come back Eastern Conference Finals.
That's big.
And that's what I'm saying. So
I didn't know it was the whole series. I thought it was two games.
Evan Mobley can play a really good defense against either Tatum or Jaylen Brown. And this team, I'm telling you, the Cavs, if they are to lock in, they can do it. I just don't see it. And I have the Celtics in 5.
And Max Strus.
Yeah.
Max Strus was on the team who beat them last year. Max Strus seized the formula. But yeah, I got Celtics in 5.
I almost made myself believe the Cavs can win.
Yeah, you were talking me into it, and then I just had to bounce it back again, bro.
So then, yeah, I mean, that's that for basketball. We just wanted to talk playoffs. It's been a while. So let's talk about some football here. So who is your biggest sleeper team in NFL going into the year?
The fuck? We got a brand new QB. We got some pieces around him. Our defense. I was going to say our defense is still as locked in as ever. We got some pieces around him. Our O-line is probably shit, but I'm going to say it's nice right now. We got a new coach. The Patriots, man, come on, Drake. Drake May, baby. Come on, Drizzy.
Who's he going to throw to?
We gonna figure that out when it gets to it, bro. But we rejuvenated right now, big dog. Sleeper team. Don't sleep on them. Top defense.
I mean, if there's a year
one
to
of the
do
top
it,
defenses.
If there's a year to do it, I guess it would be this year.
Bills ain't gonna be shit.
Yeah.
We gonna
the Bills and the Jets are
Jets
in
are
the
gonna
air.
be weird. Dolphins in the air. Come on, this is our year to at least maybe be top 2 in the division. Come on, come back. What are we talking about? Who the fuck do you got?
I have the Arizona Cardinals.
It's funny because that's who I was going to pick, but I was like, fuck that.
So I have the Arizona Cardinals. Reason I do is that, first off, before last year, if you're not a diehard NFL fan, you weren't paying attention to the Cardinals whatsoever. They were like 1 and whatever for a while. But to retract that, on those games that they didn't have Kyler Murray, they were in every single game. They beat the Cowboys. And they were raising hell against the Eagles. They were raising hell against so many. They were raising hell against the Niners. Like, they were fucking, they were doing their thing. Then Kyler came back, and the team actually looked like a good team on the field.
They looked like they knew what they were doing together.
And you go ahead and you put your faith back into Kyler. Kyler, like I said, he looked good to end the year. And you draft Marvin Harrison, which is really good. They've bolstered their defense. I think this is a solid team going into the year. Kyler Murray, if I could remind you guys, he was an MVP candidate 2 years in a row. Don't want to hear nothing. I get it. He plays Call of Duty. He's fucking short. Whatever the fuck have you. He's a good quarterback.
Yes, he is.
And I will tell you right now.
He's just for the people, bro. That's all it is.
The Seahawks are not going to be good, and the Rams are not going to be good. I have the Cardinals making it in as a wild card.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be better than the 49ers, but that's my sleeper team. I think it's a really well put together team right now. Their coaching seems like it's in the right place. I am huge on Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he is one of the best picks in that draft. And I think it's time for Arizona to do their thing. Kyler, you were not forgotten about over here, fella.
You were not forgotten about. No, I agree with everything you said pretty much. They were a hard out every night.
Yeah.
Every week last season. And yeah, no, I fuck with that. Like I said, if I didn't go homer here, I was going to go Cardinals. But it's Pats, baby.
All right,
they can take the division.
So who's your top 5 teams then? Post-draft.
So this is just
way too early. Like
this
after
is just
the draft,
this is
like
just
right now,
off-season draft.
Here,
everything right here, right now. I still got Chiefs number 1. Bro.
Okay.
It's just like
I think we agree on that.
Yeah, it's just they're the
because not only did they win the Super Bowl, they got Travis Kelce to come back. I mean, I knew he wasn't going to retire, but there was rumors that he was going to ride off into the sunset
with Taylor Swift,
but he came back. I get Rice is going to probably be suspended half the year, but you took a great rookie quarterback from the fucking Bills.
100%. Yeah, they're just the team to beat out there right now.
It's not like they took a step back.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like
they just Chris
won.
Jones.
They just did a back-to-back, and they haven't taken a step back. So it's just like, I don't know. Number 2, I got 49ers. It's just like, they also, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure they had a really good draft. They just kept the guys they need to keep, and they're just fucking.
Because at this point, Brock Purdy lost in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I think the way
he's so young.
Goes, it's that punch in the face that's needed.
Yeah. It's just it's gonna get the dog in him, bro. Pause. Yeah. But it's just gonna put the dog in him.
I don't want to say the 49ers are gonna be undefeated next year, but I can see them being pretty damn good.
Undefeated. It's hard to say anything's going to be undefeated, but I just think they're still there, bro. There's nothing happened that wouldn't put them there. And then the second team I got, the team that probably should have, tried their damn hardest to win this year, but just fell flat again. But I got the Ravens, bro. They brought in Derrick Henry, brought in another piece of that offense that might make it more dynamic. But yeah, I got them. I got fucking Philly after that. Bro and Saquon, just keeps pissing me off every year because they just keep adding more and more pieces. They had a good draft again. And yeah, it's just the fucking Eagles for me. And then Joe motherfucking Shiesty. I got the Bengals after that. Yeah.
That's
come back a little bit healthy this year, got a little team around.
There's a lot of things in limbo. So I don't have them on my top. I like them, but I don't have them in my top 5 because of everything that's surrounding the team right now.
Yeah.
Like, Higgins wants to be there, but he doesn't.
Yeah, did he request?
He requested a trade, but the Bengals were like, ha ha ha, buddy. Good joke, good jokes. They got a couple defensive players right now that want a new contract. One of them wants to retire if he doesn't get it. So I don't know. It's very up in the air. But
I get that, but I have faith.
Good list.
They're going to keep it together.
Good list. So, number 1, Chiefs.
Yeah, bro, it's just...
Again, they're not taking a step back. There's nothing there that's going to convince me. And I said this last year at the beginning of the season.
They're trying to three-peat, bro.
I fell for... This is just something I fell for because at the beginning of last season, I said that the Chiefs are number 1 until they lose in the playoffs. Or another team comes and proves me wrong. They're number 1. And then I go and say that they're not going to win the Super Bowl, and they won the Super Bowl. But they're number 1, again, until they're not.
Wasn't this year your first ever loss?
Yeah. And then the Eagles, I got them number 2. So the reason why I got... Actually, no, I'm bugging. Okay, number 2 is the 49ers. I agree with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, you just said they might go undefeated.
The 49ers, they have a really good team. I think Brock Purdy losing in the Super Bowl was really good for, him because he needed to get punched in the face, I guess. He's had such a fucking a movie career. Like, you can make movies
that's
of
a
this
fact,
guy.
bro.
And I think just losing in the Super Bowl is just going to motivate him. They kept amongst all the rumors that they were going to trade, Ayuk, and that they were going to trade, what's his face? What's the other? Oh, Debo. So that they were going to trade Ayuk, and that they were going to trade Debo. They didn't. Kittle's still there.
I didn't even hear the Debo shit. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. That was drafted.
Okay. Yeah.
They kept their defense. I think they had a nice, solid draft.
Yeah.
Once again. Number 3, I'm going with the Eagles, though. Listen, Saquon's coming. He's going to be behind the best O-line in the league. Jalen Hurts, seems like, they got punched in their face, and that's what the Eagles needed because they went to the Super Bowl. They were really cocky, really ahead of themselves, and then last year was really, it fell apart. But everyone stuck together. We got a new offensive coordinator, got a new defensive coordinator, guys that are known for being good at what they do. I know they've had some choke jobs in recent history.
Last year was just so weird for me for the Eagles just because, bro, even all their wins early into the season, all of them were hard-fought wins when they shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
So we could see the collapse before it happened.
The defense was bad.
We could see the collapse happening before it happened, and then once it started happening,
Eagles defense
fucking
is terrible.
bananas, bro.
Was terrible. I think the Eagles, they did great in free agency. They did great in the draft. Quinyon Mitchell, I'm very high on.
Yeah.
If he falls apart, I will be devastated. Jalen Carter, he's not going to be a rookie anymore. He's going to have a full offseason program and to lead our defense next year. So I got them at number 3. Number 4, it was tough because I was thinking between the Lions and the Ravens. I'm going to go the Lions. I think the Lions, they kept their team together.
I was thinking them were the Bengals.
They drafted perfectly. They got, with their first 2 picks, they got Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakestraw Jr. Great defensive backs. They filled out their defense, and that's all they needed to do.
Yeah.
Their offense is, you're talking about Jahmyr Gibbs is going to come back in, and after a whole nother year, just like I said with Jalen Carter, he's going to be fucking great. They just gave Amon-Ra a lot of money, so he's going to be happy. Jared Goff is still going to have a chip on his shoulder because I think he's a free agent after this one. So that I think the Lions are going to do some damage there. Number 5, not the Ravens.
Oh.
Listen, I love the Derrick Henry edition.
Yeah.
I think they should have filled out receiver. They didn't. Defense, it's a good defense. I still think
they never fucking fill out receiver, man. I get it.
I'm going with the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Everything that Bill will disagree because Bill thinks the Texans are gonna suck moving forward.
Gonna suck?
But you talk about everything that C.J. Stroud accomplished as a rookie, everything that DeMeco Ryans as a coach accomplished as a rookie head coach. All the rookies that they had, you're going to throw Stephon Diggs into that receiver room, which I think is going to do so much.
Yeah.
Defensive additions that they've added in the offseason. I like the Texans, man.
Yeah, no, I don't. He said they're going to suck.
Yeah. He said it was lightning in a bottle. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but me and Bill will be feuding about this.
I don't think they're going to suck. I think at worst they'll be a mid-level team, but
yeah.
I don't think they're going to suck.
They got a lot of talent.
Damn.
But hey, we all know that the Panthers will suck.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so who had the worst offseason?
Arguably the Cowboys.
And I was going to say the Cowboys.
I'll say, bro, they're just letting people go, but they're not doing anything with with Dak.
Yeah.
They're not resigning him, not trading him. They're just letting the team fall apart. They're not putting nobody around him. It makes no sense. I was also going to say Bills, though, just because, again, I'm kind of the same situation. I just feel like, they're just letting the team fall apart around their QB and not fixing it in any way, shape, or form.
I don't know. See, I like the Cowboys draft somewhat.
They
got a really good offensive tackle to go in there. I think what they're doing is they're getting Dak prepared to either have a good season and go get your money elsewhere, or have a bad season and let us sign you cheap.
Right. Ultimately, neither one of those were my picks. I was just giving them as honorable mentions.
Oh.
My pick's the Broncos.
He got Zach Wilson.
The fuck is that? The mama's boy himself. No, I think the Broncos are shit, bro. I think the Broncos ain't about to be doing shit.
I mean, I think they had to continue ripping this roster apart.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
did what they're supposed to do.
They did what they're supposed to do, but it's still not a good future. So
yeah, I don't know why Sean Payton came here. Even though I predicted it, and I was on the money with Sean Payton going to the Broncos, I don't know why he did it. It just seemed like something Sean Payton would do, just for the hell of it. But I got the Bills, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because like you tear apart the team. You had the opportunity to draft some really good receivers. You didn't. You got like the third best. No, not even the third. Like the fifth or sixth best wide receiver coming out of the draft. Granted, he could be good. I think Keon Coleman's good.
Yeah, but
he's
also
funny.
Just
like he's actually really like if you see it, Keon Coleman's funny as fuck.
Okay,
just look up Keon Coleman after
but it's just like he's funny. But what does that mean?
They let so many people on their defense go, and then you're not going to surround Josh Allen with what he needs. I don't think Josh Allen's that good without weapons. I mean, we'll find out, but you know when you talk about the fact that the Jets are a big question mark. The Dolphins, now we're kind of questioning, can they ever get it done? And then the Patriots are in this phase where they're getting their shit back together.
Hopefully.
This should have been a year you easily go into the year as the hands-down number one. And you're not.
And they're not at all. They're not at all, bro.
They got dudes like this thinking that the Patriots got a chance. And that's fucking crazy. But who best offseason then?
Arguably the Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah,
we agree.
It's just like, bro, they did phenomenal in the draft. I mean, obviously, number
Caleb
one,
Williams,
they took who they were supposed to take.
It's been a masterclass of turning your franchise around because last year, you know, when they acquired this pick, letting the Panthers have the pick, and then coming into this year and having the Panthers pick, and then you got you got Keenan Allen on that fucking offense next to DJ Moore. You like hold on, like this.
I'll say run the depth
like
real quick. Run that bitch real quick.
This is what they were able to put together.
They went stupid, bro.
After like no one was believing in them whatsoever, they ended up with Caleb Williams. They got DeAndre Swift leading a running back room, which could be a good deal, could be. And then you got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and you drafted Rome Odunze. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Let me see the name. No, I think you're good, big dog.
Cole Kmet's still there. He's going to be there forever. They bolstered the defense. I mean, literally.
I think they just did exactly what they were supposed to do. And then
more.
And then some. Exactly, yeah.
Because like Keenan Allen as like your second, third option.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Nuts. He just came off with it. He dropped some balls, but he came off of a really good year.
Yeah.
The Bears, man. It's weird. Like, I actually believe in the Bears for once. I mean, it sucks because, like, let me just tell you about their division, the one that they're in. This is the only thing that kind of scares me about the Bears, where they might not make the playoffs this first year. But because they're in a division with the Lions, with the Packers. Remember what the Packers did in the playoffs last year.
Random as fuck.
And the Vikings, who, granted, if J.J. McCarthy is the truth, this Vikings team is
and you know what's crazy?
Really good.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? As a joke, before the fucking season, before the NFL season started for last year, randomly on this pod, on a random episode, I just remember saying it. I don't even know if it made the final cut. I said, it's going to be crazy if the Packers have a better season than the Jets. And then, and then shit went to hell for the Jets 4 minutes in, bro. It's just like, that shit is funny as hell.
Yeah. That division.
I don't even know if it made the final cut of an episode, but I randomly mentioned it randomly out there. But yeah, just want to throw that in there.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we on it with the Bears. 100% with the Bears. I think they just did 100% what they needed to do.
Yeah.
All right, so MLB. So
yo, before you start though, the Nationals are fucking 17-17 as we speak. They are 17-17. We just came back from being down 6-0 today against the Blue Jays that you like so much or don't like or whatever. But
I just love the logo. I just love that Blue Jay, bro. That's literally it.
Watch out for the Nationals. We have so much young guys that aren't even there yet, and we're working people with this stupid-ass team we put together. Anyway, sorry. Go Nationals. We'll be talking about it on Saturday when that episode drops.
All right, so what'd you think about the attendance hitting 7-year high before even May hit?
Yo, baseball's in a great
spot
right now.
People for me too, bro. People just were obviously it's America's sport, bro. So I'm not saying people weren't going to the games, but people were scared to go to baseball games just off the fact that damn, that's a long ass game.
Boring as fuck.
Could be boring, and you're there 5 hours. God forbid. But that hit clock, bro, their pitch clock, bro, that shit.
Pitch clock has helped a lot. It's hurt a lot of pitchers, but it's helped a lot. But yeah I mean, it's beautiful to see because it's like, I've been watching baseball for so long. I've been waiting for baseball to get out of the basement a little bit. It's kind of how I feel a little bit.
The basement
as a NASCAR fan, I would love to see NASCAR be like this, but that's never going to happen.
Taking a left turn.
No, they're like NASCAR's changing the game. They got a lot of road courses now that are like weird and shit. That's besides the point. But MLB, I think, the thing that strikes me the most is that there's a lot of stars spread out through the league finally, where like you're not going to see, one or two really dominant teams. You're going to see a bunch just because of how good. Like right now, the Braves are struggling because it's just so much talent.
Yeah.
What?
No, I didn't know what hat I was wearing at first. I was like, wait, is he smoking me? But
no,
you're not.
And then the Dodgers, they're a team that's, struggling to be dominant. It's good, bro. It's really good. We got so many superstars in the league. Gunnar Henderson's becoming a superstar.
Love that.
You got fucking Juan Soto just doing amazing things in New York.
He's lighting up New York.
I mean, shit. Jose Ramirez is carrying Cleveland, and they weren't even supposed to be anywhere this year.
Right.
It's a lot. Julio Rodriguez, Acuna, Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani. You got Paul Skeens, who's about to come up and light up for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Right, the Pittsburgh Pirates are about to have a superstar. What the fuck? But yeah, man, I think that's fucking awesome.
But you know what's fucking phenomenal about baseball, given I'm not a baseball fan, don't really watch it ever. Bro, there's so many Pittsburgh Pirates fans, and they're like you said, bro, they're finally going to get a superstar. Bro, it's just like there's teams that are dog shit and have always been dog shit that people are hardcore fans of, man.
For example, like the Chicago Cubs, they didn't win for 100 and something years in a row.
Back to the Future was 1 year off.
Bro, they didn't win shit for so long, but their fans were packing them stadiums every single fucking year. You got a good point with that. That was good shit. That's starting to hold his own with baseball. I
don't even know what I even said, but facts. I forget what I said, but I heard there was a fight.
Yeah,
where's this fight at? I ain't see no fight.
So I gotta show Matt. So the Brewers and the Rays got into a little brouhaha. Y'all know.
Oh fuck.
Between Jose Siri and
Siri.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on it.
And Abner Uribe. So I just wanted to show Matt, get his live reaction.
I love some fights.
I'm gonna try to put.
And usually I'd be watching the fights, so I'm shocked I didn't even see this one.
What a fight! Psycho.
Yelp. Brouhaha. Oh yeah, you out, baby. God damn it, Siri. Oh! Pushes his man's down. Bald ass head. Bro, Siri just started that for no reason, bro.
So I guess the story was like earlier in the game, Siri got hit with a pitch.
Oh.
And then he hit a home run and showboated a lot.
Okay.
And then this guy on the Brewers is a hothead. 1 second. I want to see if they got like a slower version of that shit. Well, actually,
Brewers have a 3-0 lead in the top of the third.
Oh yeah. And if you guys want, I recommend John Boy Media. He's one of the more famous MLB social media personalities. He has a great breakdown of this. You should probably fucking watch. Well, because he lip syncs of how it all fucking happened to begin with. So like
commentates or lip syncs?
Like he like lips, like he knows what they're saying. Like, he slows it down and breaks down what they're saying.
Copy.
It's fucking beautiful because like the argument that the manager was having with the fucking umpire was just great. Because like it was just watch it, please watch. Like I'm begging you to watch it. Yeah.
Me that. The fans love it behind him though. They're all about it. They love him. They don't like
That's
the umpire.
fucked. I love that I'm number one, but fuck you as well. Because you want to see something. This is because of you. This will all just be cut out. But.
Here's the fight. Slow motion.
Umpire says you guys are both good. Nasty 99 up and in. Then hits him slider low. Grounds out to first base. Flips it to the pitcher. Steps on him. You're out. Pitcher looks at him. Looks down at him. Brushes his glove against his leg a little bit. Let's watch it again. Just stares at him as he passes. Mean mugs him. Brushes his glove. Series like, yo, you good? Turns around and says, yeah, I'm good. You good? Turns like, I'm good. You good? He says, oh, I'm doing good. Are you good? Umpire says, you guys are both good. Oh, slap.
Okay, that wasn't even Siri. I was tweaking.
Yo, dude's mad. Watch this.
We got a slap attempt. Just misses. Does his pinky touch the helmet? Maybe.
Yo, this dude's funny.
Misses. Then Siri throws a swinging left. Misses. Hugs the umpire.
This ump is in danger.
Right.
From Siri, and that's just.
Oh, that's a bad punch.
No one hit a punch, bro.
These swings are crazy. Oh my god. Who punches like this?
Shiver. Got him. I don't know. It looked like he's just like dancing. And then the right misses. He needs to take off his glove. Uribe decides he needs to take off his glove. Hoskins gets in the middle and they bump all over each other. And now
Hoskins getting hit. Bro, he keeps throwing his players, bro.
At each other, going after each other.
Oh.
There's a right by Siri.
Nope, blocked. Good block.
I think he ducked his head because he felt someone touching his back. Didn't want to get hit from behind. Throws that right. Misses everything. Now they're in the middle scrapping. Oh, Siri's.
Oh, he don't got a bald ass head.
And he's got a little Cisco blonde hair, white hair.
We hit that one.
At this point,
Oh, yeah, this one looks like he about to hit him.
this is the only punch.
Watch.
You want to call it that connects to his neck. Boom.
Son hit him right here.
He looked like he had him like right in the
Yeah,
face.
it looked like he was right here in the sunset.
That's
Whoop.
terrible.
That's tough.
Anyway, I just wanted you to get a fucking live reaction out of that because that shit was funny. The Brewers, that's like their third benches clearing incident this year.
Pretty mid.
But all right, yeah, moving on. Screw that fight.
Fuck that fight. That shit was dog shit. But real quick, this is because of you, bro. That's me in somebody's phone because of you.
Mama Matt. Mama Matt.
Mother's Day coming around the corner.
Oh, that's true. I gotta get you a gift.
Fuck off.
I gotta get Matt a gift.
I hate my life. Alright, so what the fuck else we got going on? Lost my script. Alright, so boom. Again, we all know. I've said this. I don't really watch baseball. Didn't even know there was a fight. Give me 5 games that, you think...
Are you actually gonna watch him?
Maybe.
Maybe, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll make it short.
I'm busy. So I don't got a lot of time on my hands, but...
So the first game I'll have you watch, and...
These are before the pitch clock, probably, so it's going to take a while to get through them.
They all are.
Okay.
But none of them are older than 2004. Okay. So I gave you... Okay. You got some modern... We got some modern baseball here.
Copy.
Because there's probably games before 2004 we all could watch. I know, don't kill me. There was amazing, Yankees and Braves games. Like, there's a lot. But I'm going to say the Astros and the Dodgers, Game 5, 2017 World Series. The score ended up being 13-12. The Astros won.
Holy fuck.
It is the most back-and-forth game I have ever watched.
Yeah.
It was exciting. Astros cheated that year. I don't really care whatever. But the game was phenomenal.
Jesus Christ, 13-12 is crazy.
Yeah. Number 2, I would watch the game where the Cubs won the World Series in 2016. So it was a phenomenal game against they were called the Cleveland Indians at the time. They're now the Guardians. Yeah. But, it was perfect. There was clutch at the end. It went into extra innings. When the Cubs won, fans were crying. Yeah. Everyone was crying. The Cubs finally won for the first time in 100 years, whatever. 2011 World Series, the David Freese game, Game 6 of that World Series. Because the Rangers were 1 strike away on 2 different occasions from winning the World Series. And this motherfucker David Freese burned them twice. So, watch that game. Now, this one is more so... There's like a good recap of this on YouTube so that you don't have to watch a game.
Right.
But the last day of the season in 2011, that same year, when the Rays and the Cardinals made the playoffs on the last day over the Red Sox and the Braves. Both games were fun. Red Sox, Carl Crawford fucking did some stupid-ass dive that cost them the whole shit. The Braves with their, infield fly rule. I think you'd fucking enjoy that. And then if you want to watch a whole series, you want to watch peak baseball, I would watch 2004, Yankees and Red Sox. Just because the Yankees were up 3-0. They blew the whole series. You have legends on both sides. You got A-Rod and Derek Jeter. You got Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz. You got the rivalry. They hate each other. The fans hate each other.
Yep.
I would watch the fuck out of that. I think there's a documentary on it.
Pretty sure there is.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there is. All right, copy. Just send me those. I'm not going to remember that.
We're going to make it short.
Okay, copy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 5 games, if you don't watch baseball, these will get you into baseball.
Copy. All right, and so just to end it off, what's your top 5 power rankings currently?
And this is tough because MLB is in a weird spot right now. I don't have the Braves on my top 5 list. They're second in their division. Ronald Acuna isn't looking Acuna-ish. Matt Olson doesn't. It looks like he's not hitting for power. Austin Riley's there. Ozuna's the best player, so I'm not including the Braves. Number 1's going to be the Baltimore Orioles. They got great pitching. So they just had Grayson Rodriguez land on the disabled list just to gain 2 more pitchers off the disabled list. And John Means and another. Bro, see, this is the thing with the Orioles is they got people that you'll forget their fucking names. And they're actually great players.
Yeah.
That's that. And their offense is great. Gunnar Henderson is an MVP candidate. Adley's getting hot. Cedric Mullins is still there hitting the hell out of the ball. Colton Cowser is a random guy that's just doing really good, along with Jordan Westbrook. So they're phenomenal. They're number 1 for me because they got everything. They got the bullpen, the rotation, the fucking hitting. Number 2 is the Dodgers. Now, they have Shohei Ohtani hitting the fuck out the ball.
Yeah.
But they also got Mookie Betts hitting the fuck out of the ball. And Freddie Freeman isn't even hot yet. Their pitching is going to come back one by one. They're getting Walker Buehler back first. Kershaw is going to come back. Bobby Miller. They're going to get Dustin May. They're going to get a lot of people. So right now they're in a great position knowing they don't have the pitching at all. Number 3 is the Yankees. They're doing a lot better than expected. They're doing really good even though Garrett Cole isn't there. I think, Aaron Judge needs to get his shit together, which he hit a home run today, so we'll see. But Juan Soto has been everything and more for that team, and it's crazy that he's doing it on the New York Yankees. But their pitching has gotten them through. Like, their bullpen has been damn near unhittable, and their rotation has just done the job. And no one thought it would. Number 3. Number 4 is the Phillies. They're number 1 in their division. I don't like the Phillies. Y'all know this, but they're one of the best offensive teams. And they're also one of the best pitching teams. Ranger Suarez is pitching out of his damn mind. The hitters, Bryce Harper is looking decent this year. JT Realmuto is looking good. And they got...
That's your boy.
I could probably list like 6 or 7 of them hitters that are doing really
Bryce
good.
Harper.
Fuck you. And number 5, which might come as a shock, but I got to give the Seattle Mariners a little love. I've been roasting them all year, but they're actually first in the AL West right now because their pitching is, in my eyes, the best pitching in the league. They got Luis Castillo, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Logan Gilbert as 4 really rock-solid pitchers, and then they're just doing whatever with their 5th. But those 4 pitchers have gotten them so many wins so far that they just need to wait for Papa Julio to get hot. He only has 1 home run so far, but what they've done without him being hot warrants my attention because once he does get hot, that team is going to be pretty fucking good.
Papa Julio is a crazy name.
And I think I'm the only one that dubs him Papa Julio.
What does everyone else say?
J-Rod.
Papa Julio.
With that being said, make sure you guys like and subscribe and share and sell your souls and get on the wagon. Thank you, Belgium. Thank you.
Wagon.
Yo, we are averaging over 200 viewers. We got 300 viewers on our last audio episode, and that's because a lot of people are starting to listen from around the world. We thank you.
Thank all of you.
Stay on the train because we got a lot of good stuff coming. After this episode drops, you're going to get another WWE episode. We're about to get back into video games.
We just had a Star Wars episode for May the 4th.
My God.
Go look at that one. We went stupid on that one.
You know, like I said, we have a lot of ideas brewing. And if you guys have any ideas to send us, the website is in the description below. Just hit that. And there's a page where you can leave us an email. We love any feedback.
And then, of course, just the comments on YouTube. Just, you know,
absolutely
spam those. Always.
We're here. We're not going anywhere. Come on. I know we've taken some breaks, but we're not going anywhere, fellas. And listen, man, our trademark is almost through. So just a little warning to you other Built Different podcasts. Expect a letter very soon. Have a good night.